All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going? I'm down here in the corner. My name is Claire Kessler, and I'll be your professor for this summer for VITI 304 Wine Components. So glad you are watching this video. If you are here, you're in the right spot. We're going to go over how to access the class online and go through the syllabus tonight. So what you see here in my background is just my desktop computer screen. So I'm just going to start from scratch on how to access the course, so you can see step by step exactly where to go. So a lot of you guys have been students at Los Rios already, so this is probably very obvious for you, but for those of you guys who are just joining us for the first time, you'll access our course through your internet browser of choice. And I have many different browsers. I use Google Chrome. It's the easiest. A lot of the documents that we share are through Google Documents and Google Sheets. So if you use Google Chrome, it's going to be very user friendly for you to open those things. So I definitely recommend it. To get onto the college interface, you're just going to go to Los Rios single sign-on. It's a single sign-on for accessing everything as a student or a teacher. So Los Rios single sign-on. I highly recommend bookmarking this website so you can just easily access it and get on to your courses very quickly. So your login for class will be the same as e-services. So it'll be W, then your student ID, and then the same password that you use for that you created through e-services. It's the same information. So then you'll log in. All right. So, hello. Let's go to single sign-on. Oh, it's having you do it again. Don't worry. If it's having you do it again, just go through it again. Sometimes it likes to just be extra sure. Okay, perfect. So when you log into your single sign-on, this is what it should look like, right? So you should have multiple tiles, multiple options here. You have your Canvas. Canvas is the site where all of your course information is, not just for my class, but any other courses that you have signed up for. Then we also have your student Gmail account, your student Google Drive. This is for teachers, so don't worry about that, and so forth. Handshake for opportunities for internships and paid positions, and so forth there. So we're just going to go ahead and hop onto Canvas because that's where our class will be located. All right. Got a little preview there. Okay. Wonderful. So all the courses that you have enrolled in, it should be on your dashboard. So for us this summer, we're looking at VITI 304 Wine Components, summer 2024. Fantastic. So if you click on that tile, it opens up our homepage here. So if you'll scroll down, you'll see a nice little intro. Hello, this is me. Just letting you guys know that this course has been hybridized for the summer. So every Monday we'll meet online. It's asynchronous, so we won't meet per se, but we will. I will record a lecture and post it, and then you can watch it at your convenience. Just make sure you watch that lecture before we meet in class on Wednesday, because just like every other class, the information builds, and you'll need to learn that information before we take the next steps of the course. So just stay on top of it, and you'll be just fine. So I have just a little short intro here, and then I have a link to the class syllabus. So the reason that I provide a link for the syllabus and not like a formal printout PDF, you can print it from this link if you'd like, but it's a live document. So some things might be updated and changed on it. So providing a Google link to the Google Docs is very nice, because if it needs to be updated, then that means everyone has the most recent version. So be looking through that. So I really like posting important links here on the front page of our course. So we have our syllabus, we have our class schedule, and then we also have our wine tasting sheet. We'll go through all these things today, so don't worry. Of course, here's my email, claire.kessler@flc.losrios.edu. You might find another one listed in other places. They're both synonymous. They're just different aliases for email. So the other one would be Kesslek, Kesslek, @flc.losrios.edu. It all goes to the same mailbox, so don't worry. An alternative way that you can message me is through your inbox here. you can go ahead and click on that, and you can send me a direct message through there as well. So lots of options. I'd say if it's urgent, send it to my work email because I get notifications on my phone from those emails. I don't get notifications from Canvas. So it might take me a couple days to get back to you. So there's that. Okie dokie. So let's go ahead and jump into the syllabus, and then we'll come back and we'll go through how to navigate Canvas. That sounds good. All right. Opening up the syllabus. Cool. So yeah, here we have a Google document. Like I said, I like giving you a link because it's live. If you would like to print it, you are more than welcome to print it for yourself. You can download it, print it on your end, keep it, put it on your fridge, whatever you like. Our course is this summer, so we start on June 10th, which I'll post this. I'll email this to you on Monday, June 10th, and it ends on August 2nd. So like I said a little bit earlier, Mondays are online and non-synchronous. So like I said, I will record and post a lecture for your enjoyment. It will just be uploaded to YouTube, just like this video. I'll create a playlist for you, and you just, like I said, watch it at your leisure anytime you like. You can put it on and listen to it while you're folding laundry, watch it over and over again if you have to. So that's the plan for Mondays. Wednesdays we'll meet in person from 6 to 9:05 at the El Dorado Center in Placerville. So I know it's Folsom Lake College. Sometimes people get confused. It's not Folsom main campus. We're at the El Dorado Center in room A105. So building A, 105 is the room in the back of the hallway. It's the very bottom floor. Cool. And my name is Claire. You can just call me Professor Claire. If you prefer to call me Professor Kessler, that's fine. And then here's my alternative email, like I was saying earlier. Perfect. Okay, so student learning outcomes for this course. We are going to identify common grape and wine varieties by site and components. So just by color and tasting, we can kind of decipher what variety is what. We're going to discuss the history and development of the wine industry in the Sierra foothills in California. We're going to do that the first thing. It'll be your first lecture. And then we're going to identify and describe wine defects. That's always a fun class. We're going to discuss wine tasting setup, so proper etiquette for setup, how to do a wine flight, how to ensure that you have the best tasting and you're off to a good start. We're also going to discuss the pairing of food with wine varieties. This is a lot of fun. So what do you pair with sparkling wine? What do you pair with port style wine? What goes with the Zin, a Petit Syrah, a Chenin Blanc? So we're going to learn about how to taste the wine. We're going to learn to break it down into its different components: acid, sugar, tannin, bitterness, sweetness, and much more. And then we'll decide, what parts of these components make it a good pairing for certain foods. So that's one of the most fun parts of the course. Then we're going to explain the principles involved in the fermentation process. So that's just like a brief overview of winemaking, which is our VITI 308 class, which is offered this fall. So if you are very interested in winemaking, I also teach that course. It's a very, very fun course, and I believe we'll be hybridizing that course as well. So that's the beauty of community college right now, is we're being so flexible for students' schedules, which I really appreciate. I love that. So yeah, if you're interested, let me know. Here we have a link. And this is another spreadsheet. This is a spreadsheet that'll open up to our class schedule and reading assignments. And again, it's just a live document because it could change. Life gets crazy sometimes. So the cool thing is you can open this up, and this is kind of how I keep things straight. So I have our schedule for our course here: Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, online or in person. And then what I have is a lecture and topic activity, of course. So today we'll go through introduction of the class, syllabus, and then history of the Sierra foothills. If there is a reading assignment, I'll put the page in this column. So the required textbook for our course is Wine, a Tasting Course by Marnie Old, which this is in the syllabus. So I'll show you guys where to get that. And then with that assigned reading, there is a date for when that quiz is due. So keep track of those things. When you are on Canvas, it'll tell you If you go to the class website, it'll say coming up down here on the side. Okay, good. I'm not covering it. It'll say coming up, and it'll have a list of assignments and quizzes that are coming up due. So even if you don't want to mess with this spreadsheet, just keep track of your Canvas notifications. And I'm very good about this. As a teacher, I always give you at least 1 week notice before an assignment is due. I know you all have jobs and your own lives, and it's really not fair to pin an assignment on you at the last second. With that being said, I'm also a fairly fair and flexible teacher. So if you have some kind of life circumstance or emergency for whatever reason, and you need a assignment to be delayed for your turn in, just have that open line of communication with me, and let me know how I can help you. So we'll figure it out. This last column on the schedule, it says Boger RSVP. Don't worry about that. That doesn't apply to this class. So if you know me already, you know that I currently work at Boger Winery as an assistant winemaker. Some of the staff at Boger might be sitting in on some of our courses just to learn, because they work in the tasting room, how to improve their tastings and better themselves for the workforce. So that's a situation where a Boger staff member would have to RSVP. So that way I know, make sure I have enough food and wine for them to be there. So that's all that is. That doesn't apply to you though, so don't worry about it. Okay, so we'll head back to the syllabus. So again, this is a live link. It's also listed here on the front page of Canvas. We'll go back there. So we're currently on the syllabus. This is the exact same link. Class schedule and reading assignments. It'll open up and boop, it's the same document. So I like to keep it up and keep it in the same place. So it just makes it easier. Okay, cool. Let's go back to the syllabus. All right. So like I said, I feel like this is pretty clear now. On Mondays, you'll have a YouTube lecture, a video link that I'll give you, and a quiz. Every time we have a lecture, there's a quiz to follow it, and that might or may or may not include the reading assignment as well. So, and anytime I give you a quiz, it'll be very clear what's going to be on it. So don't worry about if it contains the reading or not. I'll be very clear about what exactly you're going to be quizzed on when that is posted. So don't worry, we'll figure that out. Wednesdays we meet in person. Quizzes are due the following week after lectures. Cool. So all of our quizzes and assignments for this course are going to be online on Canvas. For some of you guys that have taken my other wine tasting classes, we've done them in person. We're mixing it up again this semester. It's all going to be online. So I hope that's to your benefit and doesn't add to your stress. Cool. All right. We will be doing wine tasting in this course. So if you are not 21, talk to me. I have had students that are under 21 before, and I've allowed them to just smell wines, and that is perfectly acceptable. Otherwise, if you want to taste with me, I'd prefer you be 21 or older, just for safety and liabilities, of course. So in addition to wine tasting in this course, we also will be doing some food pairing. So if you are someone with very severe food allergies, please let me know as soon as possible, because the last thing we need is getting the EMT program to practice real life scenarios on campus, because they're not certified yet. So we're not going to do that. So yeah, please let me know. Also, if I bring in a food and for whatever reason you don't want to consume it, you don't have to. You're not going to get marked down on your grades for not eating Spam musubi or anything else. You do not have to eat anything. And you're also welcome to bring snacks to class, because I do realize it's a nighttime course and it crosses over with a lot of people's dinners. I just ask that you don't bring in anything crazy fragrant, because every time we meet in person, we are going to taste wine, and it's just going to interfere with our tasting. So that means, as much as I love, fried fish and all of the wonderful aromatic curry and other dishes, try to keep it pretty simple, like a sandwich or something if you need to have dinner during class. Cool. Okay. Another thing that's a little bit different this course and my previous courses for all my return students is I am requiring a textbook this time. So Wine Folly has been a textbook I know a lot of you guys have been enjoying. That is not required for this class. Actually, I'm going to ban it from this class because it's a fantastic resource. But for this one, I want you guys to pick out the flavors and aromas on your own. I don't want you to use the book as a crutch. We are going to use the flavor and aroma wheels. You're welcome to purchase your own through this link I have here. Or I do have some that you are welcome to use during class. But if you want your own, you can purchase your own. The textbook that is required for this course is Wine, a Tasting Course by Marnie Old. You can get it at our bookstore, or you can get it on Amazon, and I believe it's on sale right now. Yeah, $16.54. It's really not bad. I would recommend purchasing it as soon as possible because I will assign readings out of it, and you will be quizzed on those readings. So, like I said, this is just a fantastic book. This is a more advanced version of the Wine Folly book, and Marnie Old just does a really good job of putting together the scientific information, but it still has those photos and graphics that we so loved from Wine Folly, making it really pleasurable to read at the same time. It's not just pure text. It's not going to put you to sleep. So I feel like it's a perfect book for this course. Also required a wine tasting journal or notebook for your records. It could be a blank composition book. I'm not going to take these in and grade them. This is purely for your notes and for your learning. You could just write it on a plain piece of paper. I also have just a blank format tasting note that I have uploaded to Canvas, and you can print it out. Here it is. You can print out 1 million copies of this and hole punch it and put it in a binder for yourself if you want. Or you can purchase an official notebook from like Amazon or something. So Wine Folly has one. Another brand is called Clever Fox, and I have that one. I really enjoy it. It was a Christmas present. So yeah, it's up to you. If you want to spend the money, it's like $25, I think. If you want to spend the money, or if you just want to take your own notes, that's totally fine, but you will need a journal. Also, I recommend bringing in a water bottle and some palate cleansing crackers. So I always supply Cheez-Its and Goldfish, which is not the super fantastic option for palate cleansing, but it's the only individually wrapped cracker I can purchase in bulk for now. And so I always have those on hand. I normally have bottled waters too, but if you bring in your own, you know that you're set for sure. And the best palate cleansing crackers are the table water crackers. Let me type that up for you really quick. You can find them in most places. They're really bland, and that's kind of the point to them, these guys. And it's just something that's non-flavored that can help cleanse your palate when you're going from wine to wine, if you need that. So that's nice. Okay, grading scale. So very standard grading scale. 90 and above is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, and so forth. Pretty straightforward. Grading breakdown for this course. For our assignments, it'll be mostly quizzes. Quizzes and assignments that are on Canvas. You will have one winery research paper, and this is actually a really fun project. So you'll end up picking 2 wines, a red and a white that you really enjoy, and you're going to write the official tasting notes for the tasting menu for that, and also a fact sheet for it. So that'll be a fun activity. But this is the majority of your class right here is quizzes. So you'll have a quiz every week, at least one. So just make sure you keep up on the content, and when they're due, they're due. So unless you have a legitimate excuse or something going on. So try to keep up on those. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, conduct and discipline. Pretty straightforward. General college / classroom stuff. No cheating. Cheating will be a 0, and you'll be forfeited from the tasting portion that week. So definitely I would not recommend doing that. This cheating includes, obviously copying someone else's work, But I'm also looking for this. Please do not copy and paste information from my slides into the answers, because I definitely know it was me and not you. So please use your own words, summarize what you learned, and don't copy and paste. It's just, it's not worth it. It's not fun for me. Okay. Be respectful towards others. Yes, please. Golden rule. What's really important is that we foster a positive learning environment for everyone. So the beautiful thing about this course is that there's no prerequisites. The downfall of this course, there's no prerequisites. So while there are students who are experienced tasters and have, already have a vocabulary and a palate for tasting, so you're operating at a level up here, then we have students that are just coming in and just drinking wine for the first time, and they're operating down here. So while the folks that are just coming in might feel really overwhelmed, the folks who have experience could be chomping at the bit and wanting more information. So get some frustration sometimes between both of those groups. I just ask that be patient with each other and just know that we all had to start at some point too. So I've never had a problem with that before, but just nice to have, just remind everybody of that. So just be kind, just be kind. Last but not least, almost last, just kidding, is we're going to drink responsibly in this course. Again, this has never been a problem before, but it's just good to have in the syllabus. I am RBS certified. So RBS stands for Responsible Beverage Service. It's required by the ABC, the state laws, to serve safely. So we are not going to over-consume in this class. We're going to make sure that we consume enough quantity of wine in enough time, so that way we're metabolizing it correctly and driving home safely. We just want everyone to be safe. So with that being said, please don't come to class with an empty stomach. Please review your medications and make sure it's safe for you to be consuming alcohol. And if you are feeling like you have a buzz or that you cannot operate a vehicle at the end of class, please notify me. I will stay with you. We will have snacks and water, and it'll be okay. But for everyone's sake, please practice safe tasting. So like I said, never been a problem. Hopefully it'll never be a problem, but still good to disclose. Okay, then we have important dates for summer 2024 class for our 8-week course. So we have here like our start dates. This will just tell you the last day you can drop classes without notation, when you can qualify or when you cannot qualify for a tuition refund anymore, and all that wonderful things. So pay attention to these dates. This is specifically a screenshot for our class. I have here linked the website that contains the academic calendar for all the courses for summer. So if you're taking a different weekly course or something, you can look at the academic calendar and follow that. So just be careful. Just be careful. All right. And then we have this wonderful thing in the viticulture program called Discord. This is how we stay connected to Folsom Lake Viticulture events and tastings. So if you would like to join our Discord, I have an invite link here. It's totally free. You can access it on your desktop or an app through your phone, and you can mute notifications if you're worried about people messaging you or messaging the group at odd hours. So that hasn't been a problem yet, but it's just nice to have privacy. Okay, so for Discord, I'll pull it up here so you guys can see it. Discord is accept invite. Cute. Okay, well, I know that's doing well. Open. It's going to go through a little downloading update situation. We should kick up here in a second. Okay, so for Discord, it is a communication hub. And this is where people with like-minded interests or passions come together to communicate and to organize, basically, situations. So for us, it's Folsom Lake Viticulture, right? We are interested in learning about, here we are, and learning about wine and wine tasting and viticulture and hospitality and all these cool things, right? So if you would like to join, once you do join, this is what Discord will look like. This is our group, Folsom Lake College Viticulture Group. We have multiple channels for your information. If you go to text channels, we have LISA analysis info. So the LISA is a device that we own at the college that measures lots of components within wine. We offer free analysis to home winemakers and local industry. So that's a fun thing we do. So all these different channels are for different groups. So here we have VITI 304, which is our course for wine sensory. And I made a post a while ago saying how we've converted our course to hybrid format where Mondays will be online. So that's that. Simple thing there. Any other courses that you decide to join, we have chats and channels for that, which is interesting stuff. Another important thing we have is we have groups for wine tasting groups. So you can see we had organized a couple of tours that were open to everyone. Sometimes we have tours that are just for courses, which I would post in our course specifically just for us. And then sometimes we have groups that are open to everyone. So we just had a massive tasting at Story Winery a couple months ago, and it was a great time. So that's in the wine tasting groups. This is also totally open for you guys to just take the lead on and organize your own groups. So if a student, you or anyone else, wanted to, say, hey, I want to check out Murphy's next weekend. Does anyone want to go tasting with me, or is anyone in the area, or does anyone have any recommendations for wineries out there? You are totally welcome, and I encourage you to use this hub. You do not have to be a professor to post and make connections. So that's totally fantastic. We also have a section for internships and jobs. This is where I'll post anything that I hear about for people who are looking to get experience in viticulture enology. We have general announcements and welcome and rules, of course. So with that being said, be respectful. Don't post anything crazy. You can message people independently. You don't have to disclose your name if you don't want to. You can go by an alias or anything else. No problem. And you can also message me directly through here. There are these voice channels which you could meet with other students if you wanted to and talk together and study for exams, but we don't have to get into all that technicality today. Anyways, it's a great hub for communication. If you are interested in staying in the loop, I definitely would recommend joining our group. Cool. So that is the end of our syllabus. So I'm going to go back to Canvas, where we all began, and I'm going to show you how to navigate Canvas. So this is our page. This is what it looks like from the top. You saw our little write-up here in the center, and up at the very, very top, you see we have recent announcements. So this is if something crazy happens, or I need to tell you guys something, I'll sometimes put it in announcements. So I would make an announcement that says, hey, bringing pizza for everyone in class tonight. I don't know. Could be announcing about anything. I do have just a little hello from me as your first announcement on here. It's nothing crazy. It's just a little bit of a background on me and my experience in winemaking and teaching. So that's nothing too crazy. You'll also see here we have a couple of other things on this left side panel. So we were just at home. It's our home page. I just showed you announcements. The next important one is going to be files. So this is where I will post your lectures. So if you are someone who likes to print out your lecture slides and take them to class, you can do that here. I don't have any posted at this moment, but they would be posted in under lecture slides. So that's all you really need to worry about for now on that. If you would like to print out the wine tasting worksheet for yourself, I have that uploaded here. So it's just wine tasting worksheet PDF. If you would like to use these, you're welcome to them. If not, don't worry about it. So that's for files. That'll be files. And I like to upload my lecture slides as a PDF. If you need it in any other format, just let me know. Hasn't been a problem yet. Next, we have assignments. So assignments is where we'll post everything for you to do. As you can see, there's assignments that are uploaded here that I used in my previous class that are active. Don't worry about this. You don't have anything due right now. So this is where your assignments will be posted when they are due. So you'll see it, and then it'll be green if you need to take it. It'll be gray if it's inactive, so don't worry about that. All right, next we have grades. This is pretty straightforward. Ta-da. It'll have, it'll just be you, and it'll show all of our assignments and your score, and it'll give you your grade. So pretty straightforward there. People, if you would like to connect with your fellow students and create fantastic groups together, study or get to know each other better, it's awesome. And we also have like student services in the library, which student services is a great connection, but you have to open a new tab. But yeah. Okay, cool. So that is Canvas, and that was our syllabus. I hope that answers some questions for you guys about the course, and now hopefully you have an idea of what to expect this summer. I'm going to stop recording this video, and then I'm going to post our first lecture, which will be history of winemaking in the Sierra foothills. So you do need to watch that for this Monday course. And I'll post this in your email that I send out to you guys as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Or if you'd like to wait till we meet in person this Wednesday, there's going to be time to talk about it in person Wednesday. So yes. Anyways, I'm excited for this summer. It's going to be fun. And I will see you guys soon.